That's the magic of video editing. It makes morons like me seem like they're not as dumb as they usually seem like they are. Hey, what's up YouTube? Thanks for tuning in. Ren's back again with another vlog for your eyeballs and your ear holes. Got a new mic, the giant squid mic that I mentioned at the end of the last episode. Did a little bit of testing and it seems to sound much better. Almost perfect in high wind conditions. Ooh, look, train graffiti. That's like my favorite thing in the whole world. You know, the thing that I love the most about train graffiti is it's pure. It's completely pure. It's not done for money. It's not done for fame. It's just something very honest about train graffiti to me. I think that it really does kind of add some charm to something that would otherwise not be very interesting at all. Right now we're in a tiny little city called McGregor, Texas. This place is awesome. I mean, it's a tiny little nothing one-horse town. It's got some pretty cool things going on. Kick-ass little Italian restaurant called Luigi's. They've got a music store. They've got a place called The Strand and Vibe Market. The real star of the show here in McGregor is Tobacco Junction Cigar Lounge. It is the coolest place. They've got a really kick-ass cigar shop with a huge walk-in humidor. They've got hundreds of cigars, if not thousands, and they've got a little bar built in there. You can go in there and get a cigar, you can smoke it there. They've got a really classy place with couches and, you know, really nice atmosphere. The music's not too loud. They've got sports playing on some TVs, and it's just a really chill place to hang out. It's legit the coolest fucking bar in the county, in my opinion. I'm kind of a weird guy though. I like to go there on Friday nights, and I'll take the bike out there. Gives me a chance to take a nice long ride out of town, and I'll have a beer or two and smoke a cigar. I need to get me some loud pipes on this thing so I can get some street cred and hits on YouTube. Give me some of that theoretical internet money, you know? That sweet cream. That sweet YouTube cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream gets the money. Dollar dollar bill, yo. Okay, I won't do that anymore. Sorry, guys. This right here is the Mars Candy Factory. See the two M&Ms out there waving at you? Yeah, man, those Skittles you're stuffing in your face right now came from right here. Whoa, briefly getting on the highway. Whoa, exiting the highway. Okay, guys, so while we're over here in the shopping district, I want to show you something, and I'll tell you a little story. I'm pretty sure that this made national news, but maybe 2 years ago here in Waco, there was a shootout at the Twin Peaks restaurant right here in this shopping center. And what happened was a bunch of members of one percenter groups were having a meeting at Twin Peaks. And apparently the cops here in Waco had a real hard-on for these two motorcycle clubs. And so they set up camp outside of the restaurant. The story goes, a fight broke out inside the restaurant, and people were running around and stabbing each other and beating on each other. And then the police started shooting into the restaurant from outside in the parking lot. They just started blasting indiscriminately into the restaurant. All said and done, 9 bikers were killed. Apparently it was just a bloodbath. They found out later that the cops killed all 9 of the people, and they said that they found over 100 weapons in the restaurant that people had ditched. Anyways, here's the place right here. It's closed down. They closed it down that day. This place never opened again after that. As far as I know, the trial hasn't started for any of the people that they arrested. And there's lots of speculation that the whole thing was just basically murder on the part of the cops. the cops have been tight-lipped about everything. As far as I know, they haven't actually really released any information about what happened in there other than the stuff that came out the first day. We'll just have to see what happens with the trial. You know, it seems like anytime anybody talks about Waco, it's something bad. It's either those cult members, which weren't even in Waco, or the biker shootout. And, you know, shit like that really kind of gives this town a bad rep. And I like this town. And I really wish that it wasn't like that. We're going to ride down the highway. I'm going to tell you a joke. It's a long joke, so I found a nice long piece of highway to tell it on. So these three brothers, they were walking around in the desert, and they run across a lamp in the sand, and they pick it up, rub it, as one does when they find a lamp in the desert, and a genie comes out. So the genie tells the three brothers, since you guys rubbed my lamp, I'm gonna give you all three wishes. So, what's your first wish? The older brother, he says, I wish for $1 million. The genie nods his head. Poof, in the older brother's hand is a bank statement showing that he has $1 million in his bank account. The middle brother says, well, I can do you one better. I want to be the richest man in the world. So the genie nods his head, and poof, bank statement appears in the middle brother's hands that says that he has $50 billion in his bank account. So the genie goes to the little brother and he says, I wish that my left arm would constantly spin clockwise all the time on its own forever. Genie looks at him funny, but he nods his head. Poof! The little brother's arm starts rotating on its own clockwise. His brothers look at him a little funny, but the genie says, on to your second wishes, guys. The older brother says, alright, for my second wish, I want a beautiful wife who is absolutely in love with me. And I want to be happy with her for the rest of my life. And so the genie nods his head, and poof, a beautiful woman is standing next to the older brother, and she just loves him. And he looks at her and he likes her and he's happy. The middle brother, not to be outdone, he tells the genie, I want to be the sexiest man in the world. So the genie nods his head. The older brother's new wife looks over at him and says, God damn, you have got to be the sexiest man in the world. Middle brother starts smiling. He's happy. So the little brother says to the genie, I want my right arm to constantly rotate clockwise on its own forever. Genie looks at him funny again, but he complies, nods his head, and the younger brother's arm starts rotating clockwise constantly. The two older brothers are looking at him like, what are you doing, man? The genie says, okay guys, it's time to make your third and final wishes. So the older brother says, I want to be healthy for the rest of my life. I don't want to ever get sick. And so the genie nods his head. Poof! The older brother feels right as rain. I mean, he's never felt better in his life. He had a headache, it disappeared. He was happy. Middle brother says, I can do you one better. I want to live forever, and I want to be completely healthy the whole time, never sick again. The genie nods his head. Poof! The middle brother is now immortal. He can't be killed, he can't be harmed. He feels like $1 million. So they turn to the little brother, and the genie says, okay, what's your final wish? The little brother says, I want my head to constantly spin counterclockwise on its own all the time, forever. The genie and the two older brothers, they look over at him like he's crazy. But the genie complies, nods his head, poof. Little brother's head starts spinning counterclockwise on its own. So the genie goes back into his lamp, and the three brothers, they all go their separate ways to enjoy their newfound gifts. But they vow to meet up again in a year at a bar in town and swap stories about how their lives have changed since meeting the genie in the desert. So the middle brother shows up, and his older brother is already there waiting for him. And he sits down next to him and asks him how he's been, and the older brother says, man, I'm just great. I've got a beautiful wife, I'm filthy rich, I never get sick, I'm just doing great, brother. How are you doing? Middle brother, he says, man, what can I say? I'm the richest man in the world, I'm the sexiest man alive, and I'm immortal, I'm never gonna die. Just about that time, they hear some clattering and banging coming from the door. They look over, and in walks their little brother with his arms flailing around and his head spinning around like he's possessed. And he walks up to him and he says, hey guys, I think I might have fucked up. Alright guys, I think that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.